So, do you think that when you shake ass, so do you think that when you shake ass in the camera and stuff, like men are gonna look at this and be like, you know, that's a girl who I want to make my wife?
I don't give a fuck. I don't want these. Man, let me tell you something, baby. I was raised by my father. Fuck you niggas. I date one of you niggas and I keep two in the chamber.
So
at all times. At all times. Fuck you niggas. I don't give a fuck. I'm my wife.
Do you not want to be a wife one day, though? Do you not want to be a wife one day, though?
When I'm old, when you shake ass, I need to know your connotation as wife. Yeah. Because I'm a lot of niggas' wife.
Bless these bitches. So a bitch has said she wants to hoe for her entire youth. Hoes are old at 30. So when she turns 30, she'll try to get married. But by that time, she'll have too much bodies and mileage. And she'll be a sour bitch at that time. And don't know niggas want to marry a sour bitch, though.
Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKadosh. Double honors unto the elders and the apostles, a great millstone. Salutation to Yaki. I'm pushing this words in sincerity and in truth. You know this one here is entitled All Wickedness is little to the wickedness of a woman. You know, here it is Eve saying, F you niggas. You know, is that they don't care about, you know, playing their role and being under order. And it's all in prophecy, because the scriptures say that in the book of Genesis, it say that they're gonna wanna rule over the husband, right? In the book of Genesis 3:16, unto the woman, right? Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. Right? And let's get that. This here is the order the Lord set in. You know? And you know, because they want a desire to rule over the husband. As we see in these times, you know, a lot of men being simps, because the woman is being placed up on a pedestal, and the system is designed to protect and uplift the woman and bring down the men, right? You know, that is how the system is. No righteous, the scriptures say the law is slack, right? These women could be hoes and have commit any amount of adulteries they want to commit, and there's no law being placed against that, you know. But on the men now, anything the men do now, the system put down the men and uplift the woman. You know, a woman could come and have sex with 4 or 5 different men and have kids, and she gonna be able to reap cock tax, you know, and benefits off of that. You know, a woman could marry a man, divorce him, and take half of his goods on this side, right? Because this is what Esau Edom did. You know, he empowered the woman with nonsense and out to be out of order, just to destroy the household. You know, here what Eve saying. You know, she don't give a ass about you know, being a wife. She just wanna she gonna have a nigga and her 2 in the chamber. You know, and this is just the mindset of the woman in these times, right? And that's why the Lord has reserved a lot of judgment for them. You know, let me get the Blue Letter Bible and bring out the NLT for that precept. Let me out, man. With Genesis chapter 3. Alright. 3 and verses 16 in the NLT. Then he said to the woman, I will sharpen the pain of your pregnancy, and in pain you will give birth, and you will desire to control your husband, but he will rule over you. Right? And we know pursuant to Jeremiah. Yes, bear with me. Jeremiah 31:22, as it says, how long will thou go, O go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth, a woman shall compass a man. So with this whole world is against the Israelite man and supports the woman, that's why the household is all messed up, because these women here want to just be hoes out here, lead the kid with the father and just play the role, because a lot of these women, that's what they do. That's why when you see a lot of men put women to death, majority of the result is because why? Of they committing adultery. As a third man, I think it was a pastor of a Seventh-day Adventist church. A man was sleeping with his wife and whatnot, and he knew the man. And what he did, he pulled out a knife. He could not take it anymore, because I'll go into this precept that say, jealousies are the rage of a man, and he put him to death, So let's go here to the book of Sirach 25, right? Because this is the spirit that these women are into, right? And we know they are not too far from being destroyed. Sirach 25:19. I will start at 16. I rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. Because the extent these women would go, it is far unbelievable. The wickedness of a woman changeth her face and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth. Her husband shall sit among his neighbors, and when he heareth it shall sigh bitterly, because all your business out in the street, your neighbors knowing, or is one set of different arrows you've been upon, and the man being as a simp, so shame gonna cover his face, right? It say all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. Yeah, so let's take back in the vid again.
So, do you think that when you shake ass in the camera and stuff, like, men are gonna look at this and be like, that's a girl who I want to make my wife?
I don't give a fuck. I don't want these. Man, let me tell you something, baby. I was raised by my father. Fuck you niggas. I date one of you niggas that I keep two in the chamber.
So,
At all times. Fuck you niggas. I don't give a fuck. I'm my wife.
Yeah, and these same women who gonna be screaming out, crying out in the streets when the Lord bring Jacob's trouble and destruction upon this place. Her beauty is not gonna save her in the time to come, because the scripture says, and thy lover shall despise you, and they're gonna seek your life in that day. In that day, you really want that good man in that day, that righteous man, So you wanna be weaved up, putting on a set of pork upon your face, jumping from rod to rod, and they're proud about it. As the scriptures say, it say how she speaking proudly in that type of manner, It's like, because we know folly is certain great dignity in this kingdom. There is no penalty if a woman, jumps up on 4 or 5 different rods. Her husband, they would look at the man as a simp if he being broken hearted, he being emotional about it. Yeah, they're gonna watch him man as a little simp, but but back then that would have happened. She would have been instantly put to death, right? That she being found guilty, that she would have been put to death. But we know the law is slacking on in this system, and righteous judgment doth not go forth. It's a Proverbs 30:20. It says, such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth. So she coming out proudly and saying she don't give a damn about you niggas. She don't care about you niggas' feelings. Nothing. She just wanna live in pleasure and do as she please. It say, and saith, I have done no wickedness, because in she mind she just being herself,
At all times. Fuck you niggas, I don't give a fuck. I'm my wife.
Do you not want to be a wife one day, though? Do you not want to be a wife one day, though?
When I'm old,
When you shake ass, I need to know your connotation as wife.
yeah.
Because I'm a lot of niggas' wife.
Bless these bitches. So bitches say
I'm another woman's wife. I am a lot of man's wife. Because as the scriptures say, we gonna get a harlot for wife. Let's say Amos 7:17. It says, therefore thus saith the Lord, thy wife shall be an harlot in the city. Yeah, so these women in these times, because a harlot mean a woman that had sex with more than one man, right? Because the moment you more or less, alright, the woman being a harlot is a woman that come now, she have a husband, her husband is alive, and she had sex with another man, and she just continued the train. But if a woman, had a husband, her husband died, she is free from the law, she wouldn't be known as a harlot, But these women plainly telling you they have multiple men. They are wives to many men and whatnot, and they're proud about it. It said, therefore thus saith the Lord, thy wife shall be an harlot in the city, and thy sons and thy daughters shall fall by the sword, and thy land shall be divided by line, and thou shalt die in a polluted land. Because as the scripture in Isaiah say, the Lord had mingled a perverse spirit in Egypt. It say, and thou shalt die in a polluted land, and Israel shall surely go into captivity forth of his land. And we people, the scripture say, I planted a noble vine, right? Because the scripture speak about how women ought to be, adorned in modest apparel and whatnot. Right? She showing herself to be a degenerate. Jeremiah 2:21. Yet I had planted thee in noble vine, because she plainly she's an Israelite. Holy, a right seed. Is that the righteous way of a woman? She don't wanna be a wife, she wanna be a harlot. And when she get old and her body is in a real messed up state, having thousands of body counts, then she wanna come and play she settling down for one man, and these goals are these women. It say, how then art thou turned into a degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me? because the scripture saying, I think it's Titus, Titus 2 and 3, the aged woman likewise, that they be in a behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things. So what is she teaching there to the younger sisters growing up? To be a harlot, be a bitch, be a little wicked damn hoe. Don't give a damn ass about these men. Right? That is her message, that is her gospel there. It said that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husband, and to love their children. If you want to be a damn hoe and whatnot, you ain't thinking about having no kids, or populating none of these things, because you just want to be on to the next. Let's say to be discreet, chaste keepers at home. It's like she being a keeper at home. It's like you cursing her. It's a good obedience to their husband, right? That the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua be not blasphemed. And this here is the purpose of a woman, to learn in silence, be a keeper at home. The Lord already gave out the requirements and what these women ought to do to be saved, right? But that is why mass judgment is coming to these women. Let's get Sirach 25 and verses 13. As the scripture says, give me any plague, right? But the 25, the scripture say, give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness. Bring any wickedness upon me but the wickedness of a woman. Right? Yeah, because their mentality, I think, and that's why it say Adam wasn't deceived, but Eve. In the book of 1 Timothy, so 1 Timothy 2 and 14, I get that. And we're not saying they are not righteous sisters out there, they are. But the majority of these women, they just fit to do, fix their mind to do evil, and we calling it out, that your days ain't gonna be big booty Shirley and living it up in this life. Soon the time coming when you all gonna wanna be in modest apparel and whatnot. It says, and Adam was not deceived. Right? Let me see here. Let's start at verses 9. In like manner, also the women adorn themselves in modest apparel. Having their head covered, their dress on a woman's apparel, because the scripture says in the law, a woman is not to wear that which pertaineth to a man. Right? Let's say, with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with braided hair, or gold, or pearls, or costly array, because this thing seems to make them proud. Well, nothing wrong with being a virtuous woman and you having on your jewelry and whatnot. Nothing wrong with that. But these women here, they deck up themselves, for the pursuit of men. It say, but which becometh woman professing godliness with good works, let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. And this is very important, because having a woman being a leader, it won't work out well, right? They have no they operate upon emotions. You know, they have no capabilities of putting out a righteous or right or just judgment. Let's say, for Adam was first formed in Eve, and Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in transgression. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing if she continue in the faith. And again, their faith lies with, being obedient unto their husband, being adorning mother's apparel, being in the spirit of charity, calmly, shamefaced, these things. It's an charity and holiness with sobriety, and that is there a lot. But for these women that just want to be demons, great judgment is coming their way. But Job 39:17, because these women are not leaders. Let's say because they are over Shemel shall deprive her of wisdom. They don't have the capabilities of discerning and bringing forth, a just judgment. Let's say neither hath he imparted to her understanding. Because everything is, any situation, they just reflects upon emotions, that's why they ain't gonna be able to survive in that day, right? Because scripture say, Jeremiah 30, First Timothy 5:6. Right. It says, but she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth, because that is not really she fulfilling her purpose and truly living. The same way, likewise, we being indoctrinated and worshipping all these other idols and taking part in these customs as we being in a dead state. We being in a spiritual dead state. But Jeremiah to rise up ye women that are at ease, because and I say the Lord perfectly described women. Let's say it's Isaiah 3:16. Moreover, thus say the Lord, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with stretched forth necks and wonder eyes, walking and mincing, whining and shaking their ass as they go and making it tinkling with their feet. Therefore the Lord would smite with his scarab the crown of thy head. That is why you notice here, what she has on.
In the camera and stuff, like men are gonna look at this and be like, that's a girl who I want to make my wife.
Big, extended eyelashes on, having to hide the curse that the Lord pour upon her, so she needed to go and buy a fake hair, Let's see, walking and mincing as they go and making a tinkling with their feet. Therefore the Lord shall smite with his scarab the crown of the head of the daughter of Zion, and the Lord will discover thy secret parts. And we're seeing here, You know, you don't need to imagine nothing because you seen everything upon she. With those short clothes, tight clothes, having a breast printed, no bra on. You know, um, her secret parts are being clearly seen. And to these type of women are here to be too. And now see, rise up a woman that can issue my voice, you careless daughters, revealing to my speech, maybe these and they shall you be troubled, you careless woman, for the winter shall fade and the garden shall not come. Yeah, so your system that's protecting them and what. You know, these same men is gonna seek your life. Tremble, ye woman that are easy, be troubled, ye careless one, strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. Because real death, you know, destruction is coming to these women. I'm gonna end off with this reset. Right? Jeremiah 4:30. Let's see. And when thou art spoiled, what wilt thou do? Because right now you're in your proud time, you're living it up as a harlot. You know, the system defending your cause, your unrighteous cause. It said, though thou clothest thyself with crimson, though thou deckest thee with ointments of gold. Coming, you know, you're gonna be dressed up nice in your skimpy clothes and whatnot. Right? Though thou rentest thy face with painting, set a thick makeup upon your face, in vain shalt thou make thyself fair. Thy lover shall despise thee, and they will seek thy life. And that is what is coming. You know, it says, for I have heard the voice of a woman in travail, and the anguish of her that bringeth forth a first child, the voice of the daughter of Zion, that bewaileth herself, that spreadeth her hands, saying, woe is me now, for my soul is wearied because of murderers. And that is what is going to come soon. You know, when this place hits ground zero, you know, these men is going to turn upon you women on a different level. Women is going to be raped, you know, killed, used as bagmen, chips. You know, this place is going to turn real buck wild just now. But we know that the Lord is going to protect the sisters that trust in Him, you know, have the fear of the Lord, you know, by having the respect and honor for the husband. You know, so for this lesson was edifying. Double unto the elders and the apostles, a great millstone. Salutation to you, Akim, until the next one. Shalom.